back to Curious Chef. You are joining me on what is just a warm, muggy day in Brussels. But without further ado, let's talk about the new moon in Leo, happening around, I think it's about 7:30 or 8 o'clock in Central European time. So about 6:30 or something like that in the evening in the UK. And I think that translates to 12:30 or something like that US Eastern summertime, not standard time, because we are still in summertime. So hopefully that will make sense. But anyway, I just thought I would talk about the journaling prompts that I've come up with for myself for this Leo new moon. I am focusing on creativity. For me, Leo is actually, for my rising sign, it's my 12th house. So actually I'm going through a period of just going through that whole closure. But as a Virgo, I'm a Virgo rising. But I still thought I wanted to focus on creativity. I thought, why not? I just really like the fact that in the summer, everything opens up, and especially living in this part of Europe, people are out a lot more. I just see a lot more colors in the park and that kind of thing. So it's just such a vibrant time for me to soak in all of that. And then the creativity in the winter is very different. It is creative, but it's a different form. And anyway, just like, my Hades star sign, I want to take in all of this kind of colorful energy before I go underground. So hopefully that makes sense in terms of an intro. But let's go into the journal prompts, because I think that's why you're here. So I already did kind of a journal prompt for the start of the Leo season for 23rd of July. And I'm also posting this stuff on Instagram, by the way. But let's do now one for the new moon in Leo, and the prompts that I came up with or thought about for myself. If you want to follow along, please do so. Please use the tag curated creativity on Instagram, because then I can find you, and also just tag me with my handle. I am the curated shelf _BXL on Instagram, so you can find me. I'll also link it below, but that way I actually know that you've replied to the tag, otherwise I won't be able to tell, basically. But feel free to join in, and if it's not for you, that's fine as well. But with this tag, the other thing I wanted to say was that I know that there's so many people who get excited with astrological events and then they want to join in, and then what I've noticed is that there's a fizzle, which is very, very normal. And I found, for me, what helps me is to not overcomplicate it. So if I'm going to pull a few cards, I'm going to pull a few cards. They're not forever. It's not as if, these messages are the done deal about my creativity in life and so forth. They're just how the cards are playing out for me right now, with the energies that we have in the skies, mixing with the energies of my own birth chart, my own astrological planetary placements and so forth. So everything is just a culmination of what's going on in the skies with my own placement on the earth. And to not see this as the forever reading kind of thing. It's more just kind of like a capture or taking a snapshot in time right now. That's how I see it. Okay, so in terms of creativity, the first prompt that I came up with, and you can do this as a spread, you can just do one prompt if you want, but I'm doing this as a spread basically. The first one is the quality that I bring to the table when it comes to my creativity. So what is it within me that I do bring to the table in terms of, coming up with new content, ideas, thoughts, guidance, that kind of thing. What is something that is within me innate? Now, I always have an idea of that, but I want the cards to just maybe show me something that I'm not seeing, or just confirming something that I'm seeing. But what is a quality that's quite strong in me that helps with my creativity, that I kind of it shows up, it suits up and shows up. So let's pull a card. And for this prompt, I'm using, before you ask, the Lioness Oracle Tarot by Alejandro Leone Wolf. This is what the front looks like. Gorgeous deck, indie deck, beautiful. I sometimes think, do I want a second copy of it, because I like it so much. But it is really, really a beautiful deck. And if you like collage art, I do recommend this one. Okay, so what is a quality that I bring to the table? And I got the Chariot, which is one of the cards actually that made me buy this deck, that made me think, yes, I'm going to love this deck. So perhaps it's telling me that one of the qualities that I bring to this to bring to creativity is my drive. You know, I am quite driven in many kind of like work projects and that kind of thing. I am someone that once I see something, I want to go for it. I'm thinking about, not all the time, but I'm thinking about some of the areas of my life where I've really kind of like flourished. And I've always found it that that's where I kind of like, there is an inertia that pulls me towards it. So this is a really cool card, actually. I'm going to have to sit with and meditate with it, but that was the prompt. What do I bring to the table? And I got the Chariot. Okay, so the next prompt is, what is the quality that I can enhance through creativity? It's a quality that perhaps can be strengthened or brought forward a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to use the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann, another collage deck. You can see here I love my roses, and I love these kind of like bright colors that all these decks have. I think these are the same decks that I used for the last prompt, so I decided to stick to them because they're just so gorgeous. So what is the quality to enhance? Quality to enhance is Eight of Voices. Wow, so that's kind of like the equivalent to the Eight of Swords. So a quality perhaps that I need to enhance is this feeling that I have, you know, that you know, I'm trapped, and to look at how I need to undo that. So basically it is the opposite side of that I'm trapped, that I can't do much, that, you know, that I can't go very far, that I'm very limited in my skill set. And it's actually showing me the shadow of what I kind of need to address. And I need to then enhance my ability to speak up, my ability to step out of the bounds, to free myself of my own, it's my own voices basically that are keeping me trapped. So this has brought out a very shadowy aspect actually, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, and the last prompt I had was a quality that's hidden, a quality that I don't see very much. And the deck that I decided to use for this one was Journey of the Sacred Bee Tarot, and this is by Kelly Burton. Another indie deck, which I'm very grateful now I invested in because it is just so beautiful. I do know Keepers of the Sacred Bee, something like that, is coming out later this year. I think she's already done the Kickstarter, I think. I don't know. But I do know that there's a third deck that's in production. So what is a quality that's hidden that I don't actually see, but is present within me? What did I get? What did I get? Wow, Knight of Swords. I've been thinking of this card. I kid you not, I was thinking of this card this morning. So I can be quite, once I'm free, it's quite interesting, right? Once I'm free, I can actually go directly for it. So it's showing me, right, that like a quality that I have, that I already bring to the table, but what is it within me that I need to enhance? And perhaps this is more the shadow aspect, that I need to look at how I tie myself up in knots and then convince myself it's not going to work. And what is the quality that's hidden that's actually going to get me out of this bind is the fact that, you know, I've got that it's slightly rash, the Knight of Swords, but I do have the quality of, you know, sometimes just do it, just try it, just go for it, and even if it doesn't work, whatever, just kind of like, it's a bit hasty and it can be quite brutal at times, but it's showing me that, like, you know, I do have it within me to cut through. So wow, that's an interesting set there that I've got. I don't know if, I was thinking about this, do I want to stop there? I think for this one, I'm going to stop there. There's more to this spread that I could do, but I think I'm going to stop there because there's quite a lot actually for me to chew on, even with just 3 cards pulled. So you can see, right, that when we ask certain questions, we can get a lot of depth very, very quickly. And I personally love using different decks sometimes within one spread because it really then brings to the forefront what I need to see, if that makes sense. Sometimes when it's all the same cards from the same deck, it's almost like they all start to blur together. But this, I can distinctly see some things, you know, that the tarot wants me to see and have a good look at. So yeah, so I hope that was fun for you to watch my own card pulls. I'm gonna actually have to just sit with that a little bit and just do some journaling actually tonight. It's like, that was just me off the top of my head, but I think I'm gonna have to sit and do a bit of journaling tonight. But I hope you had fun with that. So the prompt is very simple. Again, just repeating it. It's the quality that you bring, number one, the first card. The second one is the quality to enhance. And the third one is the quality that's hidden. And I'm going to also put this below, and I'm also going to be repeating this again on my Insta account. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to stop there. Have a wonderful end of the week, and I will see you all at the weekend. Take care now. Bye.